Hello everybody, it's Chibi, and today's gonna be an anime review on Brynhildr Into the Darkness. Sorry if I butchered that title name, it's just an incredibly hard name to pronounce. So anyways, besides that, I feel like this episode was really good to introduce all the characters' themes and what we should probably expect from future episodes. Now, I love the animation. Right off the bat, I like the animation. The animation's really good. Not the best I've seen this season, but it definitely has some beautiful animation. I do like the way they use the dark themes in this episode. I like that. As you all know by now, I am a big fan of dark-themed anime that have psychological thrills to it. And so when we get to see how our main female character, Kuroha, can actually predict people dying in the future, and like she said, 2 people are supposed to die today. Our main male character and this other girl in a swimming pool, it really took a dark turn. But I feel like when the dark themes really started kicking into the action this first episode was when we find out that our main male character was walking on what looks like a pipe on a dam to go find an alien with this girl that he calls Kuroneko. And so he falls off, she grabs him by the arm, and he pulls her down accidentally with him into the water or dam, and she dies and he lives. And you can already see where this is going. The main male character feels very guilty, and we have it to where he's punishing himself because he's constantly gazing at stars trying to prove that aliens exist. It sounds like a standard type character setup we see in a lot of different anime, but I feel like this anime can evolve into something very good because we don't really get a lot of dark anime. Last season, we were actually lacking dark anime that really just bring out that tragedy sense. And so hopefully this anime season will do stuff like this. So I'm looking forward to Brynhildr Into the Darkness for doing these type of qualities I'm looking forward to. So let's continue on with the review. So far, the setup, the way it was done, we find out that our main female character seems to be a very clumsy type girl or very shy girl that seems to be weak against the opposite gender. That's what we see in this episode when we have our main male character Murakami poking her and say, "Holy crap, you got like a flabby arm and stuff," and she's like, starts shy and all that. It's like, when you get nervous and stuff, the facial expression she makes is really freaking adorable. I like it, but I don't know how I feel about her character acting like that. I mean, for an actual character to predict deaths of the future, I don't know how I feel about her being all shy type and all that, but I don't know. I'll have to see how her character develops out. But we do get to see some character backstory in this episode. For one thing, Kuroha seems to be able to tell and predict who's going to die each day, as I already stated earlier on this review. But we see exactly what happens. She pretty much can stop the ruin of the world. She sees this teacher that is crushed under, looks like a vehicle, like a bus, and it's on fire and stuff, and she's dying, and she says, "Here you go, Kuroha. You can only save the world. You can save the world from ruin." She hands Kuroha something in the flashback. I'm like, what the hell was that? Is it a key to whatever has happened to, I guess her to be able to have that, like, metal object in the back of her neck? Let's get into the topic of that, okay? This is where the themes of Elfen lead really remind me of in this series, okay? So, we have entire, like, government experiment going on. I mean, it looks like Kuroha's been experimented on. She's supposedly calling herself a witch. Now, necessarily, even though she's calling herself a witch, I don't think she has, magical powers. I think it's more into the terms of maybe scientific type stuff going on. I mean, it looks like the government experimented on her. And judging by how she looks so strikingly similar to Kuroneko that died when Murakami, pulled her down accidentally across the dam and killed her, I'm feeling like the government experimented on Kuroha, erased her memories, and she is the exact same person, but she just can't remember. And this is where the themes of Elven Lied come in, where I see the exact similarities of it. So, all in all, this episode was really good and introduces the atmosphere and I guess the characters really well. It kind of sets up the plot, what we should probably expect from the series. Most likely, Kuroha is going to be trying to stop the ruin of the world. I think that's the major end goal. And we're going to have her to where she probably saves people that are supposedly supposed to die each freaking day. And also, it's weird how, like, the predictions, when she predicts, like, the save zone, like our main male character, Murakami, she says, "Don't miss the last bus." Then he decides to get on the last bus, and supposedly another tragedy, like the future, rewrites itself, and now the bus is going to get crushed with him. So, whatever, like, changes, like, whatever the main female character tries to change Kuroha to try to save someone, like, the future rewrites itself, and it tries to kill off the same people, too, but sometimes it may influence more victims dying. So, either way, I feel like it's very entertaining. It has a lot of mystery behind it. I can't wait to find out what's going to happen next in the series. So tell me your thoughts about this anime. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite moment of this episode? And everybody, hopefully we have a nice, good, tragic story this anime season. So everybody, love you so much. Chibi out.